as we head out to gorgeous Lethbridge, Alberta. How you doing, Richie?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. What's shaking today?
I'm just wondering, that guy in the white coat there, did you have to con him to wear that Las Vegas t-shirt or what?
It's not. Open it.
It's not. It's actually a basketball shirt, Rich. It does say Golden Ticket Camp. This is a gift.
It looks like Vegas, but it's not. Yeah.
Okay.
Check this out.
We do have gifts. I got this. Ironworks sent by his brother made me this. A laser. Thing's like 50 pounds,
That's pretty
man.
cool.
Yeah. That's going to go in the lawn or something. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Does the NHL
Might need
want?
to bury it in about 5 days, Rod.
Yeah, whatever. Well, I was a little worried going into Game 4. What do you think about this series?
Well, they got a little lucky last night. Unlucky Game 3 and probably more lucky last night, where I felt that Montreal was much better compared to what it was. Complete opposite in Game 3, where Vegas was much better. So I still think it's a toss-up. I think that it's wide open. I think Montreal it looked like they were gaining some traction last night. Looks like they were gaining some confidence in terms of their ability of maybe how they can figure Vegas out. But on the other hand, now Vegas has got, a day to, kind of get themselves figured out, because I think for the first time in this series that they were outplayed and came away with a win. So I still think it's anybody's game.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, listen, you've been in these wars. How do you feel when you're out shooting the opponent 22-5 after the first period and you're down 1-0 or 2-0? And that was with the Flower in goal. That's disheartening. That was Game 3.
I think the biggest thing is you got to take away two things from it. I guess from a fan standpoint, is disregard the shots. Carey Price was solid, but I didn't think he had to be spectacular. Vegas was throwing everything at the net from all over the place. So as long as Carey Price is going to see it 9 times out of 10, he's going to stop it. Just last, you look at those things and then you look at last night how Robin Lehner played. I think that the only mistakes that Montreal made in the game is that they didn't force the issue a little bit earlier in the game to get more inside traffic, get more inside looks. I mean, inside from the slot area. Probably nowhere near as much as they probably should have or wanted to. And it allowed Lehner to settle into his game, because let's not forget, his last start was 3 weeks ago and he was awful. And even though the team in front wasn't great, he wasn't very good himself in the pacing they got in Colorado. But I think what happened last night, he was allowed to settle in and get his mojo going a little bit. And now begs the question that, who starts tomorrow?
That was my next question for you. So my vote's Flower. What's yours?
Well, I mean, Peter DeBoer surprised us all by going the other way last night, right? And I think that you can say what you want to say about Marc-Andre Fleury, but they didn't lose Game 3 because of what Marc-Andre Fleury didn't do. Maybe he needed a rest. And the thing is that the best thing you see about Marc-Andre Fleury he was probably more excited than anybody else when they won the game last night. Be quite frank about it. So I think it's a toss-up. I really don't think you can go wrong at this time of the year. Vegas has gotten to where they are 3 times in the last 4 years because of good goaltending from whoever was in net. So I don't think it's going to matter who starts tomorrow night. Probably more personally, I'd love to see Flower in there. But I'm not Pete DeBoer making that decision.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I don't have to make the decision. But Rich, look, long-suffering Golden Knights fan here. We've never won a cup. So I believe Fleury did cost them Game 3. I'm sorry, and I love the guy. I was going to bed. It was 2-1 with a minute to go, Rich. So I didn't have a problem with the goalie change. I didn't.
Well, you've never won the cup. It's only been 4 years, Rod. So
That's my point. That's my point. What about the officiating, Rich?
I look. It's a difficult job, and these guys do a good job. But I'm a little bit mystified by the guys that are repping at this time of the year. I get it. You got to give younger guys an opportunity, and that they've earned their stripes to get to where they are this deep into the playoffs, Rod. I'm just a little bit mystified that there still is inconsistencies in the plays or the non-calls or the calls. And I don't think there's an edge that goes either way, quite frankly. But I think at the end of the day, if you set the parameters early in the game and how these guys are going to play and how they want to physical at this time of the year, how physical they want to be, the parameters are set, and the teams know with communication through the officials about, okay, how far you can carry some things. That's all you can do. And I just like to see a little more inconsistency in it. Again, the best part I like is when there are scrums, you're seeing very little being taken out of them in terms of a penalty to either side or one side. And that's how it needs to be. It gets frustrating when you become a fan of these games. Even in junior, when you see the scrums and the officials think you got to send 6 guys to the penalty box because they think they're doing their jobs. I think what these guys have learned is that, look, you set the parameters, let them figure it out, let the players decide a little bit more about how the games are going to be decided. And just a little more consistency would help. But I think at the end of the day, the players know it's a difficult job.
The Islanders-Tampa series isn't getting a lot of pub in this country. Have you noticed? I know you're watching every minute of it. Surprised it's 2-2 at all?
I'm not surprised. It could easily be 3-1 either way. Again, it comes down to a couple of players making plays. Obviously, Tampa's got a couple more game breakers and playmakers than who the Islanders have or what the Islanders have. But at the end of the day, Barry Trotz and Lane Lambert have done a hell of a job. They're 4 deep. I laugh. Someone needs to correct Elliot Friedman that you need to stop calling this Zizekas line the energy line. He's the only guy in the world I've ever heard call him that, like he has the last 2 games. They are clearly the identity line and have been for 2 or 3 years around the NHL. I guess Elliot likes to do things his way, though. So I just think at the end of the day, fourth lines have been huge on both sides. And sure, Tampa's hasn't scored, but you don't win cups, you don't get deep in the playoffs without an identity in your group. I love what the Zizekas line has brought to the table on a daily basis for this team and how they've been able to contribute in the playoffs. So that's what I think is going to be a deciding factor when all said and done. If the Islanders can get more, something more out of these guys in terms of on the score sheet, they've got themselves a real good chance to still win it.
Hey, viewers asking who wins tonight, Islanders or Tampa. Well, I'm pulling for Tampa, I'm pulling for New York, so I'll take the Islanders. But Rod Brind'Amour wins Coach of the Year, and up for the GM of the Year are Lamoriello and Bergevin. Your thoughts on those finalists and Brindy winning it all for the Coach Award?
Thrilled for Rod. When I was traded to St. Louis, it was Rod's first year. And he was my stallmate to my left side. And I was just so happy to have this kid on my lineup and playing every night and just knowing that his upside where he was going to get to just simply because his will and his character and his drive and his commitment and his team play was such a great inspiration to your team, even when he was such a young age. And you just knew that Rod was going to be a real good player for a long time. And he's a player's player. And now he's a player's coach. His positivity, if he knows he has to rattle someone, he doesn't do it in front of the group. He does it the right way. He just pushes so many of the right buttons. I'm just so thrilled for him. His success, it hasn't changed him as a human being, and that's been the most important thing. And that's why the players love playing for him. the right call. To me, he was clearly the coach of the year this year.
Awesome. Yeah, great guy. Notre Dame Hounds alum, of course. What do you got going on today? Working?
I'm going to get home this afternoon, get some video work done, watch a few more players from the last few nights, more one-on-one stuff. Out at our golf center here in Lethbridge, I'm a partner with a Evergreen Golf Center and Academy we have out here, which is a tremendous place. It has served itself well during this last 16 months. We've been busy, thank God, with the protocols and managing things. So excited to just come out here 2 or 3 times, a month, spend part of the day, just be around the people, our employees more so than anything else, and just see how busy it is, and maybe sneak in a lesson or two from a golf pro we have out here, that we have a number of them that do a very good job teaching the people here. So some of them might teach me how to hit a ball better than the hell I'm hitting it right now.
Well, sounds like a good day. I appreciate your fitness. Whoa! Sounds like a good day, Rich. Here you go. Appreciate you fitting us in.
Yeah, you guys listen, take care. Enjoy your links out there where you seem to be playing a little bit. That I'm in envy of. Maybe one day I'll get out there and you can take me, Rod.
We'll be here. Deer Valley it is. Let us know. Thanks, Rich.
Okay, take care, guys.
Appreciate you. Rich Sutter joining us from Lethbridge, Alberta.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.